Hey, how you doing? It's your Uncle Steve. I want to take a few minutes here and chat with you briefly about a proposition I have for you. See if it's an idea that you'd be, you know, receptive to. I want to talk to you a little bit about mindset versus motivation. I've long been a believer that motivation is fleeting at best. It really doesn't do much for us. I'm not. I tell people all the time, I'm not a motivator. I don't know how to motivate people. I know how to encourage. I know how to elicit a response from someone by asking them certain questions, but to motivate somebody, that's got to come from inside. There's, generally speaking, two different types of motivation: extrinsic or external forces, and intrinsic, something that comes out of you. And motivation ebbs and flows just like a tide. So if you want to get things done, you need to have a certain mindset. Years ago, when I was a single parent of two daughters, my mindset was that I had an obligation to take care of them. And it wasn't motivation that got me up in the morning and got me, I'm sorry, my chair keeps sinking on me. It wasn't motivation that got me up in the morning, and it wasn't motivation that made me fix their lunches and wash their clothes and clean the house and things like that. For 2 years, I was a single parent, and not once was I motivated to do any of those things. It was a mindset, and it was an obligation. It was a responsibility. It was something that I knew I had to do, but it stemmed from my mindset. So, motivation is not something that's going to do well for you if you're depending on motivation to get somewhere, whether it's in fitness, health, business, life, marriage, whatever. All right. I'll give you a quick little stat to let you know where I'm coming from. Every year we have New Year's Eve, and people set New Year's resolutions. And would you believe that 92% of people who set New Year's resolutions stop pursuing them by January 21st? 92%. Because motivation runs out. You get all hyped up. You go to a conference, say, to hear some motivational speaker, and he gets up and he's thumping his chest and beating his, yeah, yeah, pumping his arm. And he gets you all excited, and you leave there and you're all torn up, and you go to his website and you order his super secret program. And then a week and a half, 2 weeks later, you're like, there's $1,000 I wasted, because that's not the root issue of getting you what you want. It's not something that's really going to be pursuant or help you in achieving your goals and desires. And I have a proposition for you. I want to help you do stuff like that. I've long thought that the fitness business dropped the ball at being a fitness coach. The fitness business dropped the ball with people because we didn't um, get to the root of why people did or didn't do what they said they wanted to do. I mean, really, honestly, are the exercises that I prescribe any better than the exercises you can find online? Are the sets and repetitions and rest periods and angles of vector and all that garbage? Is that, I can give you nutritional advice, but you can find that anywhere. I mean, in reality, and I'm not trying to be braggadocio here, but it's the relationship that we've built. Um, that I think allows you to trust me to give you the proper advice on what to do and how to do it and when to do it. So I want to be able to help you do more. I want to be able to give you insight, wisdom, uh, things to break out of whatever it is that you feel it's holding you back. And so I want to help you work on your mindset. Mindset primarily for most people is made up of that little unconscious mind thinking, your subconscious narrative, if you will, your self talk, that kind of thing. I've dealt with people for 36 years in the fitness business, and I can honestly say that everybody, me included, has periods or frequent periods of negative self talk, and it's doubt, it's self doubt. And clearing that up, getting that out of the way, is a simple process. It's not rocket science, but it does take some simple processes and effort on a consistent and regular basis. And I'd like to help you and show you how to do that. If you don't change the negative self talk that you have, that runs around in your head, you're never going to make the changes that you say you want, because you're always going to act, behave, or habituate in concert with what goes on in your head. You know, the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So if you've got that negative self talk telling you that you can't, no matter how much you really want to, your subconscious mind is really the controller of your life. And reprogramming or reconstructing that subconscious mind negative talk is a simple process. It's not always easy, but it is a simple process. Um, I'd like to help teach you how to do that. If that sounds like something that you would be interested in, is that if that sounds like something that you would like to look into further, either send me an email, steve@morethanexercise.com, or text me, or just comment in the post below and let me know. And we'll get together and talk a little bit. Um, I'm kind of got my hands full with some other things right now, but I want to put this ball out there for you and see if it's something that you would entertain as looking at further. So if that's something you'd like to look into, let me know. All right. And thank you. And if I can help you with something else, you know how to get a hold of me. Adios.